In this video, you will learn how to use the derivative of a product to derive the given function. For example, the given function is y equal to u times v, and therefore its derivative is y prime equal to u dv plus v du, or copy u, derive v, plus copy v, and multiply the derivative of u. We have an example here. So you are going to derive y is equal to the quantity of 3x minus 1 times the quantity of 2 minus 5x. To start, we have to set our u and our v. So for example, our u will be the first factor and our v will be the second factor. From the formula itself, we have to derive y as y prime. So this will become y prime equal to copy u. So our u is 3x minus 1 times the derivative of v, which is 2 minus 5x, plus you have to copy v, which is 2 minus 5x, times the derivative of our u. So our u is 3x minus 1. Now let's have the derivative of these quantities, 2 minus 5x and 3x minus 1. So y prime is equal to 3x minus 1 times the derivative of 2 minus 5x is negative 5, or 0 minus 5 is negative 5, plus we have 2 minus 5x times the derivative of 3x minus 1 is 3, or 3 minus 0 is 3. To continue this line of solution, we have to distribute. We have to distribute negative 5 and 3 inside each quantity. So y prime is going to be 3x minus 1 times negative 5 is negative 15x plus 5, plus distributing 3 inside the binomial will give us 6 minus 15x. Okay, so we have to combine these similar terms. Y prime is negative 15 and negative 15 is negative 30x. And then we have 5 and 6 is positive 11. So the derivative is negative 30x plus 11. So we have our second example. Y is equal to the quantity of x squared minus 2x times the quantity of 3x plus 4x squared. So we still have to remember the formula that the derivative is going to be u dv plus v du, and our u will be the first factor and v is the second factor. So let's start. Y prime is equal to copy u, which is x squared minus 2x, derive v. So the derivative of 3x plus 4, 3x plus 4x squared, plus we have to copy v, which is 3x plus 4x squared, times the derivative of u, which is going to be x squared minus 2x. The derivative of x squared minus 2x, okay? So let's continue. Let's derive these quantities. So y prime is equal to x squared minus 2x times the derivative is 3 plus 8x plus 3x plus 4x. You have to copy that quantity and derive this. The derivative is 2x minus 2 is 2x minus 2. Okay, so let's continue the solution. We have to use a FOIL method for both terms, first term and our second term. So let's start with the first term. The first terms are x squared and 3x is 3x squared. Outer terms is x squared and 8x is positive 8x cubed. The inner terms is negative 2x and 3 is negative 6x. And the last terms is negative 2x and positive 8x is negative 16x squared. Now for our second FOIL method or second term of the whole derivative, we have plus the first terms is 2x and 3x is 6x squared, followed by the outer terms of 3x and negative 2 is negative 6x. The inner terms are 4x squared and 2x is positive 8x cubed. And the last terms are 4x squared and negative 2. That would give us negative 8x squared. Now we have to combine some similar terms here. For x cubed, we have 8x cubed and another 8x cubed is 16x cubed. Y prime is equal to 16x cubed. And for squares, 3x, negative 16, negative 6, and negative 8. So negative 16, negative 22, negative 30, and plus positive 3 is negative 27. Negative 27x squared. Oh no. So we have to combine only 3x squared, negative 16x squared. This is 6, positive 6, and this is negative 8. So we have negative 16 plus 6 is negative 10, minus 8 is negative 18, plus 3 is negative 15 x squared. Now for x, we have negative 6 and another negative 6x. That would give us negative 12x. That's it. There are no remaining terms already. So the derivative is 16x cubed minus 15x squared minus 12x. For our third example, we have y is equal to 4x minus 1 times the square root of 3x plus 2. So we have to set our u and v. And we know that y prime is going to be u dv plus v du. So let's start with y. Y will become y prime, that is equal to, copy u is 4x minus 1 times the derivative of v. We know that v may be deformed into 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half so that we could see the exponent. So in that case, its derivative is going to be 1 half times 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half minus 1 is negative 1 half times the derivative of what is inside the quantity is 3. Plus, we have copy v. Our v is 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half times the derivative of u. The derivative of u is positive 4. So let's simplify the whole first term. Y prime is equal to, so we have our denominator here 2, and we know that the exponent of 1 half is negative. We have to put it down in the denominator. So we have a fraction here. 2 times 3x plus 2 raised to a positive 1 half of our exponent. We still have 3 here, so I'm going to put it here in front and multiply it by 4x minus 1. While our second term is just 4 times 3x plus 2 raised to positive 1 half. Now, since we have a fraction to be added by this whole expression, we have to get the LCD to further simplify this. So our LCD is 2 times 2x, 2 times 3x, plus 2 raised to 1 half. And dividing this LCD in our first denominator will give us 1 to be multiplied by the numerator is still plus. If we are going to divide this denominator, this LCD, to our denominator here, which is 1, it will give us the LCD. So I am going to write the LCD here. That is raised to 1 half to be multiplied by the numerator. And the numerator is 4 times 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half. Now, let's simplify further. We can see that this at this part, we have to distribute our 3 inside. And then we have to multiply this 2 to our 4. And multiply this quantity to this quantity. Okay, so let's start with y prime is equal to, distributing 3 will give us 12x minus 3 plus 2 times 4 is 8, and multiplying 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half and another 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half will give us 3x plus 2 raised to 1, because 1 half plus 1 half is 1. So 3x plus 2 here has an exponent of 1, and we are not going to write it anymore. Over 2 times 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half. Now we still have to distribute this outer factor 8 inside the quantity. It will give us this line of solution. Y prime is equal to 12x minus 3 plus 24x plus 16 over 2 times 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half. And we can combine some similar terms here in our numerator. So we have this 12x and 24x is 36x. And our negative 3 and positive 16 is positive 13 over 2. And we can already deform 3x plus 2 raised to 1 half into radical form, which is square root of 3x plus 2. So our y prime is equal to 36x plus 13 over 2 times the square root of 3x plus 2. We have our fourth example. We have to derive y is equal to cube root of 2x minus 1 and square root of x plus 2. So we have our u times v, and we know that y prime is equal to u dv, u times the derivative of v plus v du. So let's start with y prime. Y prime is equal to u. Our u is cube root of 2x minus 1 and can be deformed to 2x minus 1 raised to 1/3. And then the derivative of v can be deformed into x plus 2 raised to 1 half plus v is x plus 2 raised to 1 half. The derivative of u and our u is 2x minus 1 raised to 1/3. So we have to derive these quantities now. Y prime is equal to 2x minus 1. So you have to copy that quantity times the derivative is going to be 1 half times x plus 2. And we have to subtract 1 from this exponent. It will become negative 1 half times the derivative of what is inside the quantity is 1 plus we have to copy x plus 2 raised to 1 half and derive what is 2x minus 3 raised to 1/3. That's 1/3 times 2x minus 1, and 1/3 is to be subtracted by 1. That's negative 2/3 times the derivative inside is 2. And then we have to simplify each term. So we have our first term from here up to here, and our second term is from x up to this bracket. So we have to put x plus 2 in the denominator because it has a negative exponent of 1 half. And 2 is already in the denominator, but 2x minus 3 raised to 1/3 must be written in the denominator. To be multiplied by this one, and this one is still this quantity. So we have 2x minus 1 raised to 1/3 over 2 times x plus 2 raised to positive 1 half plus, in the second term, we have to put this 2x minus 1 raised to negative 2/3 to the denominator, so it would have a positive exponent. And this 3 also is in the denominator, but 2 and this whole quantity raised to 1 half must be written in the numerator because the exponent is positive. So we have 2 times x plus 2 raised to 1 half, while the denominator is 3 times 2x minus 1 raised to 2/3. At this point of solution, we have to get the LCD of both terms. So the LCD is going to be 2 times 3 times x plus 2 raised to 1 half and 2x minus 1 raised to 2/3. Now dividing this LCD to our first denominator, which is 2 times x plus 2 raised to 1 half, it will give us 3 times 2x minus 1 raised to 2/3, which is to be multiplied by our numerator, which is 2x minus 1 raised to 1/3, plus we have to divide this LCD to this denominator, and it will give us 2 times x plus 2 raised to 1 half. And this quotient is to be multiplied to our numerator, which is also 2 times x plus 2 raised to 1 half. And then we can see that we can multiply this and add the exponents, copy the same base. We can also multiply to another 2 here, which is 4, and multiply this quantity to this quantity because they have the same base. We can add the exponent. So we have y prime is equal to 3 times 2x minus 1 raised to 2/3 plus 1/3 is 3 over 3 or 1. So we are going to have our 1 here, but we do not write it. Plus 2 times 2 is 4. And then x plus 2 raised to 1 up and x plus 2 raised to 1 up is x plus 2. But The exponent is 1 half plus 1 half, which is 1, and we do not write it also. Okay. And then, we have our whole denominator now as 6x plus 2 raised to 1 half and 2x minus 1 raised to 2/3. We can distribute now 2 and 3. It will give us 6x minus 3 plus 4x plus 8. And our denominator is already 6. I can already deform this into square root of x plus 2. And the other one is cube root of 2x minus 1 raised to 2, because we have our numerator as 2 in our exponent. And then we simplify the numerator, combine some similar terms. It will give us y prime equal to 6x plus 4x is 10x. 8 minus 3 is positive 5 over 6 square root of x plus 2 cube root of 2x minus 1 raised to 2. So this will be the derivative of the given function. So we have a very long solution here.